Thank you for tuning today. Got with us Mariam. Mariam, please take a moment, introduce yourself to everybody.
Okay, thank you so much for inviting me. My name is Miriam. I am a YouTube coach. I help small to medium-sized businesses start a profitable YouTube channel and begin to monetize it from day one. I got 3 million views in 2 months, so I'm helping other businesses to increase their visibility with YouTube, and I'm currently on 9.3 million views. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Appreciate you being here today, spending some time with us. What
Mhm.
I want to do, everybody that follows me and grows with this channel knows that, I'm looking to invest in the community and I want to show people the value of YouTube that may not really have an understanding of what a great opportunity it is for them, right? So we're in a time period where AI and automation actually has the potential to eliminate large portion of jobs in the marketplace. And that's where you get the whole perception or perceived universal basic income coming. So in times of economic uncertainty and or collapsing economies, individuals often seek alternative avenues to secure their financial future, right? And YouTube is an option for that. True?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. And if your business is not on YouTube, you're leaving money on the table because someone is somewhere out there looking for you on YouTube. And if you don't position yourself as the authority in your niche, you might just never get found. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. So many people are gonna say, they could have a YouTube channel and they don't think about it like that because they may say to themselves, I'm not singing, I'm not into music, I'm not an artistic talent, or I don't have the educational expertise to be making educational videos or gamer putting up content like that. Content creation is like just being able to come up with something interesting, informative, entertaining, storytelling, creativity. Isn't it really the most successful things on YouTube? Isn't it really just stuff that people do every day in relationships anyway?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I tell people that care to listen that um, you have to punch fear and perfection in the
Mm,
face.
yeah,
The secret to getting ahead is getting started. Just start with what you have. Don't
I like
wait
that.
for the perfect time or the perfect camera or this gadget or that gadget. Hello, I got 3 million views on my channel with my phone, using my phone. I got 9.3 million views with just this phone. So start with what you have, whether you have an iPhone or you have an Android phone, just start with anything that you have. Start before you're ready.
I like that
Yeah.
because you mentioned, get over the fear of judgment and criticism because who cares what people are going to say about you if they're talking about you? That's actually generating um, attention for you, right? People are going to talk about you anyway in real life, right? So the
Mhm,
perfectionism, I like how you brought that up. It's
mhm,
important to understand the content doesn't need to be flawless. It just
yeah,
needs to be genuine and
mhm,
valuable to your target
yeah,
audience.
yeah,
And then that's another element that you actually could help with because the target audience, like, okay, if you throw it out there and 100 people and only 5% is really of 100 is who you really should be targeting, you had the ability to narrow down your focus on who gets to see your videos and make it, make your offering, your broadcast tailored more to hit those individual people. So that's something you could help out with too as well, right?
absolutely, absolutely.
So
I coach people on how to edit, how to create thumbnails that get clicks, how to position themselves on YouTube, their messaging, how to get a high CTR, click through rate, on their channels. So yeah.
awesome. So you said just grab your phone. That's how most people get started anyway. And then they, as they grow or over time, they upgrade equipment, gear, concepts, creativity, stuff like that.
Mm,
So for that person that's just starting off or thinking about just starting off, or maybe they cook for their family and their family loves it and they just don't realize that they could just set up a camera in the kitchen and cook the same meal they're cooking anyway and engage with the camera as if it was their neighbor over or family friend, whatever, have that same conversation with them and really build a successful channel out that.
mhm.
How do you help people, let's say, or what recommendations do you have for people to overcome their stage fright and or camera shyness?
This is what I would say. It's all in your head. It is all in your head. The moment you get out of your own head,
Hmm.
you stop thinking about all of that don't matter if you want to start a YouTube channel. You need to learn to ignore the noise. I mean, if I, with my thick African accent, if I can get 9.3 million views on YouTube, how much more you Americans? Hello, please, please get out of your own head and do this thing called YouTube. Just put on your camera, press the button, press the record button, and start shooting your videos.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
You bring up a good point there, because like when you said your accent, for example, that's part of personality, right, and
Yeah.
character.
Mhm.
So a lot of times, what I find with talking to people, whether it's in business and branding or just trying to encourage a business to go into the YouTube direction, is that those things that they feel like are their flaws are actually what
Their
is
strengths.
right, is their strengths, is their value when it comes to their personality and character. So
Mhm.
I appreciate you bringing that up for them.
Mhm.
um Communication and storytelling in itself, right? So going into really for a moment, just to show people how they're doing this every day already anyway.
Mhm.
Communication and storytelling is important to relationships in general, whether it's business or friends or whatever,
Mhm.
because it allows the people to share their personal experiences, emotions, and thoughts with their partners and friends and family, right?
Absolutely.
What do you see? How easily do you see that translated when done properly into YouTube content?
Wow. I see, whoever does that as you're going to be building a global brand. It's just a matter of time if you're consistently doing the right thing. And I think I mentioned it to you when we met that when I mentioned consistency doesn't mean shooting videos and uploading.
Mhm,
You have to be doing the right things consistently because you can also be doing the wrong things consistently. You can be consistently doing the wrong things. And that's where I come in. I show you how to do the right things consistently. So when you do the wrong things consistently and you don't get results, you get frustrated, you want to, quit. And that's why I also mentioned to you that 99% of YouTubers fail. 99% of YouTubers, it's a highly competitive platform. You got to know what you're doing for real.
mhm.
And that was what saved me when I started my channel. In the first 3 months, I struggled in the first 3 months, and then I hired a coach. And in 3 months, I got monetized. And the moment I got monetized, I started helping other people get monetized on YouTube as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you stand in the mirror, you realize that people gonna feel how they feel anyway. You got something genuine, enthusiasm for a niche. We'll call it, what you may not look at it as a niche, but we'll just tell you that it's a niche
Yes.
that will be evident that you can create content that's engaging in one way, shape, or form. And we see the spectrum from people just sitting in their car, like you said, with their phone, all the way up to elaborate productions with high-end equipment and studio backgrounds in a real studio. So you see the whole spectrum can be, because what they really are attracted to
Mhm.
is the intelligence factor and the information that you're giving them, and the creativity. And if it's comedy, then you're making them laugh, whatever it may be. You
Mhm.
have developed that charisma and personality.
Mhm.
They see you as a likable and relatable person. And then you get to your consistency factor, right?
Mhm.
You're sticking to a regular upload schedule. Okay, so we got that. And you're doing the right things at the right time.
Yes.
But there's always conflicts,
Mhm.
just like in any relationship. So even in relationships, conflict resolution, storytelling skills are essential when conflicts arrive in relationships. So a good avenue, if you're out there, one of those people that are always breaking up fights or always,
Mhm.
and I don't mean necessarily fist fights, or it could just be disputes or whatever. That means you have a skill that could be translated to a successful YouTube channel.
See?
Just conflict resolution. What do you see, and what do you add to that for value?
Yeah, true. I just feel that you should carve a niche for yourself. You should stand out. You should come up with something unique because there's so many of them doing the same thing on YouTube, but you have to create something.
Mhm.
Maybe your intro is different. Maybe you have a way of just, starting your videos. And then when people tune in, they will just want to watch till the end. So add some spice, add energy, add vibes. Because no matter how
Right.
think you are, no matter how boring you think you are, trust me, there's someone somewhere out there that likes your vibe, that just enjoys the way you talk on your channel. And because of that, they will subscribe and they will always come back, to
Exactly.
watch your videos.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then like we mentioned that SEO optimization will help you target them to
Yes.
deliver those shared
Yes.
and to deliver those what will become shared experiences and memories, just like in a relationship.
Mhm.
So relationships often involve creating shared experiences and memories together, then documenting these moments. I mean, how much more could we just describe a YouTube channel other than saying creating shared experiences and memories together and documenting the moments, right?
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
understanding and empathy, right?
Hmm.
It's important in relationships as well.
Yeah.
Content creation, storytelling skills crucial in understanding your partner's background, experience, and emotional needs, right?
Hmm.
What about those people?
Well, if you think you have no skill in this, in storytelling and what have you, just do you. Just be yourself. Because YouTube is a platform that pays you just for being yourself, for being you. You'll be surprised people that are not half as good as you, not a quarter as good as you. They're on YouTube and they are killing it while you're here doubting yourself. Get up, pick up that
Mhm.
camera, hit the record button, start your YouTube channel today, and you learn the way. Get a coach. I mean, I'll always advise because a coach will help you cross the hurdle, a 10-year hurdle in 1 or 2 months. You're there.
There you
You know,
go.
it's,
So,
yeah.
the email for Mariam is below there on the screen. Make sure you reach out to her. So personal growth, that's important in a relationship. I just really I appreciate you walking this path with us um, to showcase to them the stuff they're doing already is valuable. You just have to put it in front of the right people to realize that people value it. Just like any relationship, you got someone that's you're in a relationship with, they're not responding or treating you the way you feel, you go over here and do the same thing for another person, boom, now you like, wow, this is what I've been expecting the whole time. So
Yes.
relationship individuals, they often help each other grow and develop. I mean, if that's you could be doing this sort of stuff. I like um when you look at it like a long distance relationship and you create content because that's that lifeline for a relationship when you're away, and then just plan it out. So, you know, social media posts, people are on Facebook, and if you're wondering what kind of content you can come up with,
Mhm.
look at your post. How many times do you see people can take a post from social media and expand that into deliverable YouTube content? Isn't it that simple?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, just make sure that you improve upon your next videos.
Hmm.
No matter how good you get, make sure your next video is always better than your previous videos. So just keep on improving like that until you master the game. So yeah, I would I would recommend that to people.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So it's a lot of ways you guys can pull for content or topics, from writing personal blogs if you do that, or if you do a journal, you can convert that into YouTube, cooking, recipe sharing, photography, you know, DIY projects, travel journals is a huge one. I think one of the biggest contents right now is like crime investigations and stuff like that. Uh,
Um, I wouldn't advise that because
Speak on it.
of the time those contents are limited when it comes to monetization. They may
Mm,
not allow ads. to run on such videos. Even though YouTube now says, okay, you can make such, but trust me, um, you can get limited ads on those videos and not be able to earn on those videos. So I always ask my clients to stay away from anything crime and anything that looks scary. There's a lot of violence, there's hate, speech and everything. Just
Mhm.
stay from them. Stay away from it.
That's a
Mhm.
great point. So
Yeah.
so that shows value of why they should reach out to you early on or
Yeah.
even now because
So
you
you don't
can
make mistakes.
yeah, so you cannot make the mistake of going down a road where
Mhm.
you're going to limit your monetization or limit their check at the end of the
Yeah.
month if you're in it for strictly for the monetary concern. I mean, you're going to have fun too, but you want to
Yeah.
maximize your ROI, right?
Mhm.
So you can help them make sure, don't go down this road. This is what's really popping right now. This is what
Yeah.
you should look like, the whole nine. So, event planning, teaching education probably is much safer than, that. Um, hobbies, home decorating,
Mhm.
parenting stuff, right?
Yeah.
Problem
Absolutely.
solving, even at work, So talk about the camera equipment editing software that you may recommend. I know it's as easy as starting off with a camera phone and
Yes.
how do you recommend people grow over time with the quality of their content as far as production?
Okay. Um, as far as production is concerned, I'll start from the basics. For people who cannot afford a camera or who don't have a camera, I mean, I don't have a camera yet. I still use my phone. You can use your phone, but
Mhm.
if you want to start off with it, I think you should use your phone. You know why? Because I also help with um um devising the right strategy for your channel.
Okay.
Maybe investing in the camera is not the first thing you should do. Yes. Maybe investing in a camera is not the first thing you should do. Start with your phone. If you don't have a ring light, you can always shoot your phone outdoors. The sun is available every day for everybody, no matter how, whether you are from any part of the world.
Right.
Every country, God has blessed all of us with sunlight every day. You can always time yourself, shoot your videos in the sun. It's the best form of lighting
Mhm.
ever, even if you don't have a ring light. You can do that. And then when it comes to microphone, yes, the only gadgets I always recommend when you're starting out is a microphone. Now, there are so many affordable microphones. Sorry, I'm trying to grab my microphone and show it to
Take your
you.
time.
Okay. Okay, so this is the camera. This is the microphone I use, and I've been using it for the past 3 years since I started my YouTube channel. It's a premium one. It's MVSHUR. I'm sure you've been saying it. That podcasters use it a
Mhm.
lot. So this is it. It's almost $300 when you purchase this, but it has served me. You can see it's a tripod. It's easy to just leave it here. You put your phone in between. This is the format for YouTube. You put your phone in between, and if maybe you're traveling, you're at the airport, it's super easy. You can just put your phone right in the middle. You put this one right here, and then you hold it up straight, and you're like, "Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Can you see I'm right here at the Houston?" Just keep talking like
Right.
that. So this is pretty easy, and you can put it anywhere. You can put it on the table. It's high. You can put it anywhere. You can, it's very handy. And so if you don't even have the funds to invest in this one, MVSHURE88, you can always purchase a $20 microphone. And the reason why I always advise that you buy a microphone is because people use all kinds of devices to listen to your videos. And if the sound quality is not good, it has to be at least amplified. If it is not good, it doesn't sound well on their phone, and they might not enjoy it. You want to give your
Right.
audience a good viewing pleasure. So you want to invest in a microphone, even if it's a $20 microphone. You'll be surprised, there are some of this microphone that do the real deal. They do a great job. So that works. And if you want to invest in a ring light, I use the newer. I use this one. I don't know if you can see it. It's quite big.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is the one I use. I actually have a checklist that I can send to you. I have a checklist of items, stuffs that you might want to consider buying. But of course, you need a laptop. You need a laptop. Mm-mm-mm. You need a laptop. You need a laptop. Even if it's not for editing, but you need
Right.
a laptop for your SEO. You need a
For the
laptop for your
you said that
SEO. Yes.
SEO. Okay.
Yes. If that's
Okay.
the only reason you need a laptop. Then, as for the editing app, well, I used to use InShot. I still do. But I mean, I've graduated to a point where I now have a full time editor. I had a full time editor, someone that edits my videos for me because I mean, I've grown beyond editing myself right now. So, yeah,
There
I
you go.
have that off the table, which is good for me.
So that's amazing for entry level. I mean, when you see those high, what you're looking at is high quality video shoots, and the people are outside at these random places.
Hmm.
There you go, $300 with the stand included, and you've eliminated the need for, you've kept your ROI down, your budget lower. You don't need the whole film crew anymore. You got the microphone. You can put the stand up. You can
So,
go kick flip on skateboards, whatever it is that you do,
yeah,
and then come back and edit it yourself, and eventually get to the point, like you said, you
yeah,
grow to the point where you have someone editing it for you, and maybe even making it a better quality there, right?
yes, yes, yes. You know,
Awesome, awesome. So then you get into design and branding your product,
yeah,
because now when you get into the quality of editing and stuff, you can start thinking about branding, logo designs. Maybe you
yeah,
contact,
yeah,
me, gets the logo done, and then come to you. You can place it, SEO, optimize it. Speak about how the design and branding is a fun part to consider when you're starting off, because that's when you need to think about it, right?
yeah. Thank you for that question. So, I mean, this is where I typically start with my clients. I start with their goals. I don't know if I mentioned it to you when we met. I ask, I start by asking, what are your goals for your channel?
Mhm.
Do you just want to be famous? Or do you want to make a business out of it? Or do you want to direct traffic from your YouTube channel to your business, to your landing page, to your
Correct.
website, to your blogs, if you have any? What are your goals for your channel? And sometimes, I mean, I've come across people who tell me who have not even thought about it. So I like to view the end from the beginning. Let's know what we are working towards. I mean, if you don't have a plan, then you're planning to fail. So let's know we're not just playing. And that's why I'm sorry, I don't work with individuals. I work with only businesses, people who already know what they want. And thank you
Right.
for that question. So if you want to start a channel, you want to build a personal brand from it, personal branding goes beyond the graphics that you see. It's about your positioning, your messaging. How do you show up?
Mhm.
Who do people perceive you as? What kind of vibe do you want to give? Do you want it to be formal? Do you want it to be witty? Do you want it to be interactive, friendly? There are different kinds of, different brandings, that we all typically want. And if you want to position yourself for brand deals, for future brand deals, let's talk about that as well. You want to become an influencer. I mean, I got over 100 brand deals last year alone. Companies just send me stuff. They just keep sending me stuffs, and I'm like, "Ooh, you guys, let me breathe." So they send you lots of things. So it comes with branding. And I mean, this doesn't, I'm not bragging here, but there are people who have started their YouTube channel way, way, way before me,
Mhm.
and no company has ever approached them for brand deals. It is their positioning. How do you position yourself on your channel? Do you show up today and then in the next 6 months you go ghosted off and you're showing up after 7 months? How, you know what I mean?
Right.
How do you show up?
Consistency factor that you was talking about.
Yes. And if you treat your business, if you treat your YouTube channel, if you give it part-time effort, you will get part-time results.
I like that. If you give it part-time effort, you'll get part-time results.
Yes.
And something that I've always translated is destination over direction, because you have to know where you're trying to get to know if the emotional feedback or this or that is even relevant to you arriving at where you're trying to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate that's why you start with where you're trying to get to. um I think that leads us to a great point in the conversation to showcase there's this thing called networking and interpersonal skills. So collaborating with others and networking and building those relationships, like you said, you work with what would you call those that are sending you the products and stuff, right? To
Brands.
Okay, so you work with other brands because of your brand, so
Yeah,
you're cross branding each other,
yeah,
and that's networking, that's interpersonal skills. So eventually you'll get to the point where you start to either do that yourself
yeah.
and or have someone, handle that for you, right?
Yes, absolutely. And one more thing is you can also build your own business too, like I did.
Mhm.
I don't know if I mentioned to you that I'm also a fashion designer.
Mhm.
And I make custom clothes. I learned how to sew in 1 month, and I was able to pay for my master's degree from the proceeds of sewing. By the time I graduated, I decided to start my ready to wear African inspired clothing line. And
Yeah.
as you can see, I launched my clothing line, my accessories line, my braided wigs, my YouTube merch, and my digital products. So right now I'm wearing one of my pieces. It's also on my website. Yes, this is like an animal skin, tiger skin kimono. This is also one of my accessories. I
Mhm.
launched everything using my YouTube channel. I launched it on my channel. I launched this and I launched this. This is also a braided wig as well. But like I said, it's a luxury brand for women, and this is also one of my accessories.
There you
You
go.
see? So you consistently inform your people, your audience that, hey, I also have this business. So, I mean, if you're looking for something, gifts to buy for your loved ones, people that you love and cherish, go
Mhm.
ahead and check it out. Tell them the name of your, well, my website is chassiseverything.com. And this is my branding. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, I can actually show it to
Yeah.
you. You can see
Yeah.
this is what it looks like. So when people purchase maybe a hair from me, this is how I package it, and then like that. And I
I
also have
like
a bigger one.
I like
Yeah.
the fact that you just did that because
Yeah.
it shows people how easy it is to intertwine branding and marketing in a conversation, whether they're at the grocery store talking to someone briefly or on the YouTube channel giving their opinion about an article they're reading, how easy it is to tie in your brand in this conversation. And I wanted to point that out because that's the biggest fear people have is how do I do this and connect it to my brand? Just be you, have the conversation, talk about whatever the topic is of the day, and then when it fits, boom, look, here's what I do, and this is how it can help add value. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the
Absolutely.
same way you would network anyway. Technical proficiency. I like how you said you learned how to sew in a month. You learned YouTube by dealing with some coaches for a short period of time. So that really reinforces don't let your current state prevent you from getting started
Mm-hmm.
and learn as you go and just build,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be technical challenges, you're going to learn things, you're going to overcome hurdles and you're just going to be better at the other side of that leap, right?
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
last thing I want you to comment on, burnout, right? Because we might as well just get it out there on the table for people early. The pressure of consistently producing content for some can lead to burnout. So how do you give the people a little dose of maybe some of your self-care recommendations while content creation is vital?
Thank you for that question.
Mhm.
Let me reintroduce myself again.
To reintroduce myself, my name
Yeah.
is
Yeah. My name is Mariam Adepoju. I am a wife, a mom, an entrepreneur, a fashion designer, and a YouTube coach.
Mhm,
I've got 3 kids that need my attention. I've got an amazing, wonderful husband that needs my love and my care.
mhm.
And I also have myself. I need myself to be okay to before I can pour into others. I need to fill my cup. And here is something that I do every day, Mondays to Fridays, by the way. I work out 2 hours every day. I do my exercise for 2 hours every day. I take 2 hours out of 24 hours for myself. I get out of the house, and that's for me. That's my me time. And
Right.
what do? I just walk 2 hours every day. By the time I'm back, I'm in a better mental state. I'm not thinking of work. I'm not thinking of anything. I'm not thinking of the kids. I'm not thinking of anybody. I'm just going to clear my air, be in tune with nature. I want to enjoy the trees. I want to walk and get, soaking, fresh air. And then
Mhm.
come back. That's one way I fill in my cup every day. Another thing I do is I take a nap every day.
Okay.
I take a nap every day because I work till 2 a.m. every day. But when I was in grad school, I worked till 4 a.m. every day because I was sewing to pay my school fees. I don't know if I mentioned that to you.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, sewing to pay my school fees. So I'll take my classes during the day when I was studying for my MBA. I'll take my classes during the day, and at night I would sew for clients. Don't forget, during the day I still have clients. So at night, I get all the clients, what's it called, custom pieces together, whatever they wanted me to sew for them, and then I start to sew it at night.
Super.
But I don't leave the machine till 4 a.m. But I have a mantra: I don't stop when I'm tired. I stop when I'm done. That's my mantra.
Establish the destination early so you know when you
Yeah,
complete, when you
yeah,
get there.
yeah,
'Cause and that's the other thing too. If you know where you're going, you don't overshoot. You know what I mean? You can
yeah.
know I'm here and now I can stop and I'm energized. I haven't overexerted myself for the next day or the
Mm-hmm.
next session. So
Yeah,
that's great. I really appreciate how you broke down the
yeah,
family life, the school, the
yeah,
you, all of that's needed in quality of life.
yeah,
And that maintains a healthy relationship. And like you said, content can be found anywhere.
yeah.
So we're at about 30 minutes here, 31 minutes. What have we not covered that you may want to let the people know about?
There are a lot, actually. There are a lot. So, first thing I would say is, do not try to uproot what you planted today in a hurry.
Mm,
In other words, do not compare your day one. Don't
right.
compare your chapter one to other people's chapter 51. They started before you. You start today, you have low views. Trust the process. Do the right things. Be consistent. Do not give up. Don't quit because, oh, that person got 10,000 views. Why do I have 10 views? Do you know when they started? Do you know how much work they have put in place? How many videos do you have up to date? 5 videos. How many videos do you have? 1,500 videos. Hello. The difference is clear. So do not compare yourself with other people. It's even an insult for you to compare yourself with anybody. Do not compare yourself. And this is why 99% of YouTubers fail
Okay.
because they compare themselves. And because of that unhealthy comparison, they quit, they get intimidated or get angry or they start blaming YouTube. Oh, YouTube is being partial. Why are they giving her so much views or why are they giving him so much views and why don't I have views? Let me leave that platform. It's not for me.
Mm. So dealing with the imposter syndrome and the
Comparison.
comparison of with
Yes.
others.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Stop
So
comparing. Yeah.
I like that because the way I always looked at it is this: you can have 10,000 views,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't mean that the quality of those views is high because they may watch your content and never do nothing with it, never tell nobody about you. You can have 30 people, you can have 30 views that go out and tell 100 people each over a year, and then you blow up off of 30 views that you were crying about maybe or concerned about in the beginning because they were high quality views. Do you How does that play in?
Yes, this is also what I want to say. You just hit the nail on the head. Now, not all views are the same.
Hmm.
You could have 1 million low quality views, and I may have 10,000 high quality views. Let me explain what I mean in depth.
Hmm.
For people who want to start a YouTube channel and they feel that any niche is just okay, depending on what your goals are. If you go into the wrong niche, you may burn yourself in the foot or shoot yourself in the foot.
Right.
And one of the niches I don't even work with people who want to, I don't care how much you want to pay me. I'm not going to take your money. I will never encourage anyone under my tutelage to start a mukbang channel. It's one of the most useless niches anybody can go into because whether you like it or not, everybody eats in this world. So it's like when it's time to eat, I put my food in front of the camera and I'm in front of the world to see zero efforts, nothing. You're not teaching us how to eat. We know how to use our mouth, we know how to use our hands. So there's pretty much no value. People just watching other people eat. And because
Mhm.
of that, YouTube actually knows the effort it takes for you to create valuable content and the effort it
Okay.
takes if you create invaluable content. And this is the reason why the CPM and the RPM for mukbang is pretty low. In fact, I think it's one of the lowest paying niches on YouTube.
Hmm.
Now, the quality of the countries, I'm sorry, this is just YouTube. This is what happens. This is the reality. I'm not being sentimental here. The quality
Mhm.
of the people that watch your videos also matter. And unfortunately, most of these mukbang videos, most of the countries that watch them are countries whose purchasing power is very low. Meaning, when they run ads on such videos, the people in those countries, for the most part, they cannot afford to buy something. I mean, I don't know if you're looking at it from the business angle. Now, if most people are watching your video from Bangladesh, from India, from Pakistan, from China, they obviously cannot afford, maybe my coaching here in United States, you know,
Mhm.
they may not be able to afford that. And so because of that, the RPM they pay you when you are monetized, YouTube starts to pay you, right? When you get monetized on YouTube, you start receiving your check from YouTube every month on the
Right.
21st of every month. So when you get more views from these areas that I've mentioned, the CPM and the RPM is extremely low. It's very low. 1 million views from people watching you from India, Pakistan can be like $100,
Wow.
$20. But 1 million views watching you in United States, in North America, in Canada can be as high as $33,000.
33,000.
Yes, sir.
Wow. I had
Tell
the
you
number in my head of average of 4 to 7,000 per million, but you're saying it could be as high as 33,000?
33,000. Are you kidding me? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
$3,000 in my niche. My niche. How to
Wow.
make money. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's amazing because that right there takes people into the financial concerns. So of course it can take time to monetize a channel. Like you said, you were there in 3 months, and whether you got to put some money into it or not, you had the potential to be making somewhere between upwards of 0 to 33,000
Mhm,
per million views. That's not
mhm,
even to say per month or per
mhm,
week or year.
mhm.
Some people's annual salaries is that, right? So
Wow.
it gives you an incentive to invest in your craft and hone
Mhm,
it and become better and overcome financial concerns that way.
mhm,
And you brought in time management, which is the biggest, let's say, waste of any investment could be time. So content creation, can be time consuming, but here's why you put the time in. Like you said, do the editing, maybe hire someone else to edit for you, because you're looking at reaching upwards of 30 grand per million views. So it's definitely value added to put yourself in the best quality position you can be, right?
yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
we illustrated that. Okay, so pretty much no matter what you're into, you can start a channel, and it's just a matter of where you're going to rank in the value, and the value is based on the viewership, the value of the viewers to YouTube that they translate into the value of the dollars for you. So pick something that has some skill, but even if you're just going to eat, just know that you just gotta do a lot of videos, and you'll still, a lot of views, and you'll still get, something. At least you'll pay for the food, right?
Peanuts.
So how do you deal? Let's say you're on the on-screen carnivore or a vegan, and how do you give some people some comments or some encouragement for their fear? Maybe they're scared of dealing with the trolls and haters and negative
Oh,
comments and criticism. What do you guys say about that
come on.
thick skin section?
Turn your haters into an advantage. Turn
Um,
them. Yeah. It's even good. See, whenever I see trolls on my
mhm.
YouTube studio, when my back end, when I see trolls, I'm like, this video is going viral. I love it. I love it. I
Right,
look forward to haters
right.
on my channel because they are the best thing that ever happened to me on my
Mhm.
channel. When people come on my channel to insult me, the video is going viral because someone you don't need to respond. And even if you want to respond, you don't have to return the energy. Now that how people treat you, you're not responsible for how people treat you. You're only
Mhm.
responsible for how you respond, you react to it. So when people treat you based off of what they are, you can't give what you don't have. If you make people feel bad, then you're a bad person. Yeah. When you make people feel good, you're a good person. When you go to people's channels to drop stinkers, it just shows that you are miserable inside of you. So when they come with that kind of energy, you know it's not about you.
Mm.
Don't feel bad. It is that person, not you. So I respond to them. I say, I don't care what they have written. They might have insulted me, my family, my parents. I just go there and I say, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Don't return the same energy. It's not worth the time.
Right.
Yeah. And sometimes they feel foolish and they come back to say, oh, I'm really sorry. I was nasty. I was going through X and Y. And that's why. And you're like, it's okay.
Right. And that's leadership skills 101 right there. Just, have a little dispute now, give it some time, come back, build on that communication later, add clarity. That's what a great leader does.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're right there with the underlying issue of that is people have vulnerability and their fear of sharing their personal stories.
Mm-hmm.
So opening up and sharing, because if I articulate it correctly, the SEO actually sees that negative comment the same as a positive comment, right? So it's great for analytics.
Um, yes, it says it, but that's not the job of the SEO. That
Okay.
is, you can set that from your backend, from your YouTube studio.
Mhm.
So YouTube studio can actually filter out comments for you. They may delete the comments. They may not allow the comments even come to life. So you can set
Right,
it
right.
yourself.
That
Remove
part.
appropriate comments. You can put the keywords, all the hateful words. Once it detects it in the sentence, it
Mhm.
doesn't ever show. It doesn't even come up at all.
Okay. So let's say not that it's like the hateful stuff, but just something that maybe was not supportive or like you said, making fun. I think that still counts as one comment, which gives your content that extra. You got one comment. If you get 10 those type
Yes.
of comments, you still got 10
Yes.
comments that make it see
Yes.
it higher value as maybe one that got
Yes.
zero, right?
Yes.
So it works to your advantage. All publicity is good publicity, right?
Yes. Yes.
What el-
Absolutely.
what else you got on your heart to go over with the people today? This is awesome.
Okay. So I just want to say that no matter how nasty the comments are, find a way to smile through it and write, thank you so much.
Mhm.
Because when they take their time to leave comments, it triggers the algorithm that there's something. I think you should show this video to more people. People seem to be bonding to this video. And the more activity you have on your channel, the more YouTube is likely to show more people that video. So when they come with that negative energy, don't return it. Don't return the energy. Just say, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If it's not something you can take, maybe they really, really, you can always block the person. Yeah, the
Mhm.
block feature is available on YouTube. It's called hide the user. So you
Hmm.
click on the three dots on that person's comments and it says, what do you want to do? Do you want to hide it? So the person will never find your channel again.
Wow.
The person can type it on YouTube as many times, but they will never find you. But if the person uses another name to register on YouTube, they will find you. But that name, that person is banned from your channel.
There you go.
Yeah.
And see, I think one everybody's seen it on scroll where there's people channels out there that take those comments and then they post them on a video and they make a video about that comment. So I mean, you can even turn that negativity into positive cash flow by
Mhm,
doing a video about the comment itself. I,
mhm,
I I'm a fan of letting people speak as long as it ain't too crazy. And
mhm,
because when you get into big businesses, they see each one person represents 60,000 people. So
mhm.
that comment, we got to accept that it represents at least 60,000 people out there. And if
Yeah.
we go at and showcase that, well, how we would respond to it, that not attack them back, but
Mhm.
just show them
Yeah.
who they are. Now you may get 10,000 of those 60,000 people to say, you know what, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It may move the community in the direction or the destination, which is
Mhm,
the purpose of your channel,
mhm.
just
Yeah.
by maintaining that engagement. What else you got?
Yeah. Be careful with using reused content. YouTube is clamping down on them. They
Okay.
want your original content. They want you to create the content, because I see people make that mistake. They just go online, scout for videos on the internet, and put on their videos. YouTube can ban your channel.
Hmm.
They can ban your channel. So you need to create the content yourself. It's called original content.
Okay. Be original. Don't. So you're saying those people that are taking the videos that someone else made and doing the what they call it, the watch party or
Yeah.
reaction videos. So they're clamping down on reaction videos, or is that a different category?
It's a different category.
Okay.
For
Okay.
reaction videos, they have modified the video to a large degree. So whatever they add to it is maybe like 10% of their videos,
Mm,
but 90% of the video is original.
mhm.
So when you react, you are talking about what happened at the events, and then you show a small clip, and then you continue, and then you show a small. That's okay. That's allowed. But when you lift it, no modifications, nothing,
Okay. The
and drop it
plagiarism.
on your channel, that is the beginning of the end of that channel.
Yeah.
So you don't want to, you don't want all your how your hard work to go to waste. So please
Yeah.
be aware.
Yeah, the plagiarism. Okay, so that's complete plagiarism. Like if you were
Yeah,
writing a story.
yeah,
Okay, I got you. I got you.
yeah.
So what we know is that I think what we've done so far is we've taken the people through a journey to show that how everybody has a talent of some
Mhm,
sort that can be translated
mhm,
into monetization on YouTube.
mhm,
And you are a big opportunity for them to succeed at that email address at the
mhm.
bottom below, right?
Thank you.
So you've given a lot of free value, right?
Mhm,
Somebody else would have charged $1,000 for this
mhm,
conversation alone, and I want them to know that that's really branding, that's bonding, that's the conversation. This is that coffee shop conversation that
mhm.
leads to you sending an email saying, "Hey, how can you help me?" Right? So
Absolutely.
with that on the table, where you want to how you want to close this out? What do you want to go over? You've entertained my questions for you for to stimulate the community. I want to make sure you get everything you want to bring to them as well.
Well, thank you for that. Well, then, typically I offer a coaching session, and it's usually a 2-hour session. It's an intensive coaching session, and I always tell my clients, make sure you eat and drink before you come to my class. I offer that to my clients, and like I said, I don't work with individuals. I only work with small to medium sized businesses because it's a premium service. And I mean, I know individuals might not be able to afford that, except businesses that have goals, they have plans, so I
Mhm.
work with them. That's one. Another one I offer is my pre-recorded masterclass. Before now, I used to host group coaching sessions, so I have a pre-recorded masterclass that people can purchase. My one-on-one coaching is 1500, is $1,500 for 2 hours. As at today, the price will definitely increase. As at today, it's 1500 for 2 hours, and then I have my pre-recorded masterclass, which is $199. And due to popular demand, they asked and we listened. And right now, people have been asking that I should bring up my membership, have a membership group for
Mhm.
people, where they can subscribe to and get my mentorship,
Wow.
weekly, my weekly mentorship. So I finally listened and I decided to come up with my Facebook group. It's called YouTube Winners, but of course, they have to be a paid member. And the subscription for that one is just $99 every month. I think it's super easy. It makes it easy, and it gives people that accountability. People are able to see what they are paying for, and I'm able to track their progress. And because you are under my tutelage, I will not leave you hanging.
Right.
I will make sure that I follow through. I make sure that you don't fall on the wayside, because there's some people that take your coaching and then they relax. Because you are in my group, I will not let you rest.
You gotta
The
push them.
goal is to take them up along with me as I'm progressing on the platform. I mean, YouTube noticed my efforts on the platform and they started sending me gifts. They sent me the first gifts, the second gift, the third gift, the fourth gift, the fifth gift, and the sixth gift is on the way. And they also invited me to Los Angeles for the after party. This lush pillow is from YouTube.
There you
You
go.
know,
On
yeah,
so
yeah,
I was waiting till you got done because I was gonna say
I
you got to
know.
understand
Yeah.
that you're not speaking to someone. Let me put it like this: you are speaking to someone who is executing a process before your very eyes. She's got on here. She's giving us all free value right now. You could start your YouTube, contact her, blow it up, and she's taking and change your mindset from I can't to I can in this video alone. That's priceless in itself. She
Mhm,
hopped on here while doing that, showed
mhm,
you her luxury uh garments, accessories, and hair from her own brand, packaging that she's created for her brand, and she has a YouTube pillow in the back, which will soon be the plaques as he climbs up the ranks. So you see, this is a process. And she told you she started this while sewing, being a family member, taking care of herself, and going to school. I think she's covered I think she represents all of you out there,
mhm.
right? No matter
Thank
where you're
you. Thank you. Thank you.
at. Okay?
Thank you so much. Yeah.
I appreciate your time today.
Mhm,
Go ahead and
mhm.
give a closing for the people.
Okay. I'm gonna put the link to my Patreon membership in the chat if you don't mind. You can share with your audience if they want to join my private group. I mean, you can just join using the link below. So here is what I want to say. Um, don't give up on yourself. Trust the process. If you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel, but you don't know how to start, I am your plug. I'm here to help you bring your dreams to life. Let's start the channel of your dream. Impossible doesn't exist in my dictionary, and I'm going to take it out of your dictionary when you work with me. Yes, impossible is a word that does not exist where I am. Let's get that channel started. Let's get your brand to the outside world because someone somewhere out there is looking for you on YouTube. YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google with over 2.9 billion monthly users. So imagine if you're not on YouTube, how will they find you? You need to get on that platform today. And I'm more than happy to help you make that happen. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. So no matter what you think your talent are, is no matter how fearful you might be today, go out there, get started, live through the fear, have fun, enjoy yourself, fall off the chair, get back up, laugh it off, let them laugh with you, whatever it takes, and you'll find, like she said, there's people out there waiting for you.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm,
Let her help you. I like the fact that she's not just limited to the technicalities of YouTube or this, that, and the other. She's actually going to help mold your mindset and give you your personal growth and development in perspective to achieve the goal for yourself. And if you're just starting, this is the best time because you can sit down and have that conversation with her in a consultation and decide, well, what is it that you might be good at? Like you may not know. Don't let that stop you. Schedule some time with her, let her talk you through it because she can help you pick from the list of what's going to be the most effective and bring you back the most ROI. You know what I mean? Maybe conflict resolution isn't going to be your strength, even though you're good at it. The cooking channel might bring you back more value for your investment. So you might wind up doing cooking to start because you're going to get $33,000 per million views. And she can tell you which one does and which one doesn't. All right. And then
mhm.
you can send it network with the what's it called, mukbang. You can you can network with the mukbanger to have them eat for you and cross promote, and she can teach you how that whole process goes from start to finish. All right,
Yeah,
say bye to the
absolutely.
people.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us today. It's been an amazing opportunity here. Thank you for inviting me. It's such an honor, and I look forward to, working with you sometime again. Thank you. God
Always
bless
a
you.
perfect day, Mariam. Appreciate you investing in the community as such as you have. I'll drop everything in the description below. She's added some details in the comments in the chat. Please hit her up, talk to her, talk to me. I'll let you know when, talk to her. but I want you to know you are talented and the community needs you. See you there. Pasha, Paroh, and Mariam. Enjoy.